Welcome to my channel and this class using 2 balls. We're going to start off sitting on the big ball and take the small ball, place it in between the knees, place our hands on the stomach. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, gently squeeze your knees into the ball and feel the lift of the pelvic floor and the lift of the stomach. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Lengthening the top of the head up towards the ceiling. Release your hands. Inhale, float the arms up. Clasp the hands, and as you exhale, reach the palms up towards the ceiling, creating even more length through the spine, even more lift through the center. And let's take a twist. Right hand over the left knee, left hand behind. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, using the oblique muscles to squeeze the rotation a little bit more. One more time. Inhale, more length. Exhale, perhaps a little more twist. Let's go over to the other side. Left hand on the right knee, right hand behind. Deep breath in and exhale, deepening the rotation. Let's do that one last time. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to deepen, twist even more. Coming back, let's take the small ball in between the hands. Big breath in through the nose. As you exhale, squeeze the hands into the ball. And again, noticing what's happening in the pelvic floor and the stomach muscles. Let's do it one more time, just like that. Deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. And we're going to take the hundreds breathing. We're going to breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as we do that, we're going to start bouncing. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can make the bounces as big or as small as you like. Let's do 2 more. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. Breathe out. Just allow the bouncing to gradually fade away. Let's put the right hand on the small ball by the side of the big ball. Push the hand into the ball, reach the left hand up, and we're going to take a side bend over, so really opening up the left side of the body and coming up. Again, reaching up and stretching side bend over and back. Let's do that one more time, and this time we're going to stay there. Reach the fingertips towards the mat. Push the hands, the right hand into the ball, and let's take little pulses. Just deepening the side bend. Stay there for a moment. Coming up. Reach the ball up. Switch hands, and let's go to the other side. So pressing the hand into the small ball into the big ball. Stretch up and side bend over. And back. Again, reach, stretching out. And back. One more time. We're going to stay there, reaching the fingertips towards the floor, pressing the hand into the small and little pulses, just deepening the side bend. And just staying for another moment here. And coming up. I'm going to go back to the bounces, back to the breath in. Change hands and breathe out. Ball goes down, breathe in, ball goes up, switches hands, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, deep breath, filling the lungs, and out. Breathing in and out. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out. Take the ball up. And again, allow the bounces to gradually die down. Open the legs to a wide, comfortable position. Place the ball, small ball on the floor. And we're just going to rock forwards and backwards. So as we bend the knees, the balls come closer together. As we stretch them, they're going to reach away from each other. Just exploring what feels good, making it very playful. I want to take some other small movements. See what feels good for your body today. I'm just going to stay deep in the stretch. So maybe you can stretch your legs a little bit more. Maybe you can reach your hands forwards on the ball a little bit more. And rolling up. I'm going to turn so you can see better. Going to walk the feet forwards, reach the fingertips towards the front wall and squeeze the hands into the ball as we curl, bringing the tailbone forwards and the stomach back. Coming up, lengthening the arms up towards the ceiling. And again, curling the tailbone, stomach back, reaching the fingertips forwards, gently squeezing with your hands into the ball. So try and get your lower back onto the ball. And reach the ball up towards the sky. Let's do it one more time. And this time we're going to stay there. And again, squeezing the ball, pulses, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out, pull the stomach in. 4, 5, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, one more time in. 2, 3, 4, 5, draw the stomach in. 2, 3, 4, squeeze the ball. And then continue walking the feet forwards until you can relax your back over the ball. Let your head drop back. And then just rocking forwards and backwards. So your ball might touch the floor, might not. Depends on how big your ball is. We're not trying to achieve any big stretch, just to play with the movement. Lift the head and shoulders up, squeeze the ball as we walk back. And again, opening the legs. And just playing with that rocking motion forwards and backwards. It might feel a little bit easier this time. The body's maybe a little bit warmer. And coming up vertebra by vertebra, we're going to do that again. Squeeze, walk forwards. Going to breathe in as we squeeze the ball. 2, 5, and 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want a little bit more challenge, keep going. You can take the ball up. 3, 4, 5, breathe in. Reach forwards, reach back. Twice more, breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out. And again, going all the way back. Rocking forwards and backwards. And just making sure your back is supported and this feels good. And you might want to keep your hands where they are. Or you can add taking the ball into the right hand, bringing the hands forwards almost to touch. And then back transferring the ball into the left hand and change. Hands almost come to touch. And open, reach the ball back. Forward. So again, it should feel like a nice, playful, gentle stretch for your back. One more time. Keeping both hands onto the ball, lift the head up. Then we're going to use the stomach to come back. This time, open your legs a little bit wider. Left hand on the ball towards the right foot. We're going to do a saw variation. So as you stretch the legs, reach the fingertips away from each other and bend the knees, release. Reach and relax. Let's just do twice more. Stretch. Stretch, stay there for a moment, really lengthening through the arms, through the legs. Come up, switch hands, and we'll do that to the other side. Right hand on the ball, left hand behind. And as you stretch the legs, we're going to stretch the arms and bend. Reaching arms and legs and bending, releasing. Twice more, stretch and release. Last time, just stay there for a moment to create even more length. Coming up, and we're going to start to challenge the balance a little bit more. So have the right foot on the ball. Take a moment to find the balance. Think of gently pressing the foot down into the ball as you lift the pelvic floor and the stomach muscles. And then we're going to open the arms to the side and take a spine twist over to the right and back. So lengthening the spine, lengthening the arms, finding the balance as we rotate and coming back. Lengthen arms, lengthen spine. See if you can relax the shoulders down and back. Let's do it one more time. This time we're going to stay there. Place your left hand over your right knee, your right hand somewhere behind you. Now again, we're just going to stay, and each exhalation using the oblique stomach muscles to deepen the rotation while we're trying to find the balance. Okay, let's try that on the other side. So left foot on the ball. Sometimes it takes a moment to find the balance. So gently pressing the left foot down as we sense the pelvic floor and the stomach muscles lifting up. Reach the arms to the sides. This time I'm going to twist over to the left, spine twist. And back. It might feel different from the right to the left. And again, twist. Coming back to lengthen. Spine twist to the left. And back. One last time. We're going to stay there. Right hand over the left knee. Left hand somewhere on the ball. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling to deepen the rotation. Finding balance in a place which is not so stable. Going to come back. Place the ball in between the knees. Let's have the hands on the ball. Think of lifting up out of the waist, coming forwards, almost lifting off the ball. And back. And again, transferring the weight onto the feet so the sits bones are barely in touch with the ball. If you want a bit more challenge, have the arms forward. So you're almost coming off the ball. And back. Just make sure it's safe when you go back. It doesn't escape. Reach. And back. One more time, just like that. Hover. You're almost lifting yourself off the ball. And next time we are actually going to come all the way. Hover for a moment. And then grab that ball. Take it in front of us. Bend both knees. Reach the arms forwards. So getting a nice deep bend of the knees. Going to stay with the knees bent as we slide the shoulder blades down the back. Open the chest, gaze forward, and here pressing the hands down to open the chest up. And as we straighten the legs, reach the ball forward and create even more length through the spine. Knees Generously bend as the ball comes towards us. Really squeeze your knees into the ball. As you squeeze your hands into the ball, open your chest. And stretching the legs, stretching the ball forwards. Let's do that one more time. Open, pushing down, opening the chest, squeezing your knees together. And stretching out. Let's take the ball down so it's just above the ankles. This time the legs are straight. We're going to round the back, bring the ball towards us. Keep lifting the stomach so much that the heels come off the floor. Gently press your hands down into the ball, the big ball. Bring the heels down. Stretch the ball away, lengthen the spine. Again, rounding, so really curling the tailbone down as you lift the stomach up. Keep lifting the stomach to lift up the heels. Find your balance. Relax the shoulders down. Heels down. Reach the ball away. I'm going to take it one last time. This time we're going to stay there in this releve, in this rise position. Lift the stomach. Keep the stomach lifting as you lower the heels and lift. And lower and lift. Keep squeezing your legs into the small ball. One last time, just stay there, find the balance, find the lift in the stomach. Heels down. And again, we're going to challenge the balance by placing your right foot on the ball, both hands on the big ball. We're going to walk the big ball forwards. Generously bend both knees. Slide the shoulder blades down exactly as we did before, gazing forwards. And as you reach the ball forward, see if you can straighten your left leg. And again, bending the left knee, gazing forwards. Stretching the leg as you reach the ball forwards and lengthen the spine. Just do that twice more. So again, all about finding balance in unstable places. Let's just do one more. Stay here for a moment, opening the chest, feeling the stability of the left leg. And stretching over. Let's do that on the other side. Left foot on the ball, right foot is connected down into the ground. Oops, find the balance. Walk forwards, bending the knees. And then extending the upper back, bringing the ball towards you, gazing forwards. And as you stretch the ball away and lengthen the spine, can you lengthen the right leg? Bending the right leg, opening the chest, gazing forwards, stretching the right leg, stretching the ball away. Let's do that twice more. Opening the chest, looking forwards, stretching the right leg, reaching the ball away. Last time, so stay there for a moment. Feel the muscles of the right leg engaging and stretch it out. Okay, let's come to lying on our bellies on the big ball. This time the ball's going to be underneath the right hand. And we're going to play with transferring the weight forwards and back. Just exploring, making it playful, seeing how far forwards it feels right for you to go. Forward and back. Last time we're going to stay there. Again, finding the balance. And I'm thinking of bending the left elbow like a one-arm push-up. The right elbow will just react accordingly. And stretch. Bend the left elbow. And stretch. Twice more. Think of the legs reaching away long and the stomach pulling it in. Let's do one more time. Bending, stretching, come back. Let's switch hands. Left hand on the ball, right hand on the floor, and exploring that sensation of rocking forwards and backwards, transferring the weight. So right hand on the floor, left hand on the ball. Right hand's on a stable surface, left hand's on the unstable surface. And then the last time we're going to stay there, find that place of balance, and think of the right arm, like a one arm push-up on the right arm, bending and stretching. Bend, lengthen the legs back and stretch. 2 more of those one arm push-ups. And again, bend the elbow and stretch. And then just come to relax over the ball, both hands on the small ball, and just find any gentle movement, maybe rocking forwards or backwards. And taking a moment to relax and breathe. We're going to come to lying on our backs. So we're going to have both legs on the ball. And the ball, the small ball in between the knees. Just taking a moment to notice the length of the spine and the openness of the shoulders. Let's place the hands on the stomach. Inhale. And as we exhale, feeling the connection of the center and squeezing the knees into the ball. And release. One more time to really feel that connection through the center. Release. Let's clasp the hands behind the head, lengthen the spine. Inhale. Exhale, lift the head and shoulders up. And we're going to stay there, take little pulses with the knees in and in and in. Each exhale, the stomach sinks in a little bit more. Stay there for a moment, see if you can pull the stomach in just a little bit more. And relax the head down. Arms long by the sides of the mat. With that same sense of engaging the center, we're just going to float the hips maybe a couple of inches off the mat. See if you can scoop the stomach a little bit more. And relax it down. One more time, just a very small movement, just floating the hips a little bit, and then really seeing how much you can deepen the work of the center. And whether you can do that and still relax your shoulders and down. Going to start off that way and then keep rolling the hips up. So as you exhale, feel that scoop, lift the hips, and this time we're going to go up vertebra by vertebra, going up as high as feels good for you. Inhale and exhale, softening each vertebra one at a time into the mat until we come to the neutral position. And again, rolling the hips up. Stay there for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, slowly rolling down vertebra by vertebra. I'm going to do it just one more time. I'm going to stay there. If you can, reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling and then all the way back to the floor behind you. It's creating a sense of length through the body. Slowly coming down one vertebra after another. Let's take the small ball in the hands. Place the feet on the big ball. And we're going to reach the balls away from each other. Reach the hands back as the legs lengthen forwards. And coming up, squeeze the ball onto the front of the shin. So it's like a very easy double leg stretch. Stretching out and coming back. Just do that one more time. Again, lengthening out. And we're going to put the ball behind the right leg. Squeeze into the ball. Hands by the sides of your body. And we're going to take little knee circles, little knee stirs. So trying to keep everything else very still. Just the movement of the leg in the hip socket. And then change the direction circling in the other direction. Keep squeezing into the ball. Take both hands, we're going to stretch the leg up and use the ball to increase the stretch. Stay here for a moment, and then lifting the head and shoulders up, and take little pulses forwards and forwards. Keep drawing the navel in, reaching both legs long, stretch it away. And we're going to do that onto the other side. So right foot's on the ball, left leg squeezes the ball behind the knee, and see how still you can keep everything. So you might notice the ball's moving a little bit. It's giving you feedback whether you can keep your hips still or not. And let's go in the other direction, circling the leg in the hip socket. Hands behind, stretching the leg up. Squeeze the ball into the leg. Lift the head up, and then reaching the ball forwards and little pulses up and up and up. Staying for a moment. And then bring the ball back. I'm going to place the shins into a comfortable place. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. And we're going to take a side to side. So take the knees over a little bit to the right and the ball a little bit over to the left. Feel how the weight transfers onto the right side of the hip. And then use the center to bring it all back. And then going over in the other direction. So we'll start off pretty small. Should feel like a bit of a massage for the back of your pelvis. Then keep going from side to side. If you want to take it a little bit further, feel free to go as far as you want, as long as you can come back using the center. Weight goes onto the left side of the hips as the arms go to the right. And then when you've done an even number from right to left, we're going to lift the hips up and place the ball underneath the hips. So again, just finding the balance. And we're going to take a little rocking movement of the hips up and down. So your legs might react to the movement of your hips. Should feel really nice for your back, just like a release for your back. Then we're going to wiggle the hips from side to side. So again, just making this very playful. Whatever small movement feels good for your back and slightly challenges your balance. Let's come back to center. Stretch the legs out long. And again, try and find the balance. And then reach the arms up and back. So again, creating a sense of length. And can you create a sense of balance in a place which is not so stable? Going to bring the arms back to the sides of the body. Left foot is going to stay on the ball. We're going to float the right leg up. We're going to take the leg circles here. So again, the balance is being challenged, so really use your center to find the stability and changing the direction of the leg circles. How big can you make the leg circles and still keep the stability? Let's change legs. Left foot floats up, right leg presses into the ball, and leg circles. Let's circle in the other direction. And again, one side might be harder to control than the other. This one is definitely more challenging for me. And then reach the leg back and down. Bring the ball back and carefully lift yourself up off the ball so you can take it away. Place the hips back down. So we're going to squeeze both legs into the ball so that we can lift the big ball up. And you're going to press both balls together. The hands are resisting and pressing down, and the big ball's pressing the other way. And then reach the legs down, the arms up, and squeeze. So go as far as feels good for you. Make sure there's no tension in the back. You should be feeling a lot of work in the inside thighs and in the stomach. Let's just do twice more like that. Squeeze one last time. And squeeze. Okay, let's come up to a sitting position. We're going to be sitting in a mermaid position. The big balls in front and the small balls to the side. And we're going to reach the balls one forward, one to the side as we come forwards. Let the head drop down and coming up. And again, stretching both balls out away from each other. And stretch, reach the balls away and back. This time, as we reach the balls away, we're going to spiral around to the right. Lift the foot off the floor, the knee stays on the floor, so it's a spiraling movement, and coming back. Lift the foot up, stretch the arms away from each other on a diagonal, and down. Let's do that twice more, stretching away. Lift the foot up, and down. One more time, just like that. Reach. And down. Last time we're going to stay here and lift the whole leg and take little pulses up and down, up and up. Few more. See if you can stay there. Reach the balls away from each other. And before we do that to the other side, sweep that back leg around. You can place one ball on top of each other, on top of the other. Relax the shoulders down, lift the top of the head up. And let's change the legs. Left leg is forward, right leg is back, big ball to the front, small ball to the side. Let's just start off by reaching and coming back. Stretching the balls away from each other. And back. Reach, 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 reach. And down. I'm going to add the spiral. So keeping the knee on the floor, lift the foot up and back. So rotating in and back. One more time, just like that. Stay there for a moment, stretch. And down. This time we're going to stay there, lift the whole foot up and little pulses up and up and up. Keep going, just a few more. And let's stay there, reaching the balls away from each other, opening the chest. And then sweep that leg around. Bring the balls together. Press down as you lift the top of the head up. And try as elegantly as possible to come to sitting up on the small ball and placing the hands on the big ball. So you can start off with a gentle bend in your knees. It takes a little bit of time sometimes to find this position. When you've found the balance, we're going to reach the hands forwards on the ball for a spine stretch. So think of reaching the stomach away and the hand and the ball forwards and coming back. So you can keep your knees bent or you can keep them straight or play with that. Reaching, lengthening the top of your head forward as you draw the navel back. Let's do that one more time. Stay here and bend and stretch the knees. One last time, stretch, reach. Coming back, going to do the same thing but in a saw-like movement. So left hand's on the ball, right hand's behind. Going to bend the right knee and stretch. Bend and stretch. Keep bending and stretching. So should feel like a nice stretch for that right leg. And then just stay there, lengthening everything. Same thing to the other side. So bending your left knee, right hand on the ball, left hand back. And play with straightening and bending the left knee. Just stay there, stretching everything out. And then one more time going forward. This time, see if you can open your legs even wider. So it's going to be a deeper stretch for your inside thighs. Stretching forwards. You might want to play from side to side. You might want to bend and straighten the legs. Just see what feels right for you. And then slowly coming up. And let's finish off in a cross-legged position, sitting up on the ball with both hands on the big ball. So in this position, really notice the pelvic floor muscles. You can really get feedback and notice each time that you contract your pelvic floor muscles, there's a sense of lifting them. I can really feel the feedback from the small ball. And then we're just going to stay for another few breaths. And it's not a totally stable position. Can we find a sense of peace and calm, even though there's a little instability in our situation? And coming back to the breath, making the breath very slow and relaxed and deep. Just noticing if we can relax anything in the shoulders and the muscles of the face. Feeling the connection of the hips down into the ball at the top of the head floats effortlessly up towards the ceiling. So please take as long as you want just to sit here and breathe. Hope you enjoy doing this 2-ball class with me, and please subscribe if you'd like to do more classes together.